Finally, I got for you guys all of the radios in Reckoning. It took a while to find the last one, and humongous credit to Zone X. I'll link his YouTube channel because he's been absolutely amazing throughout the entirety of Black Ops 6, but he's the only one who is able to get this final radio because it's in a side Easter egg that actually isn't available yet, but he found a way to do it. Full credit to him, link down in the description. Check him out, he's great, but for now, I'm going to be playing for you guys all of the radios in Reckoning. And as always, I'd love to hear any of your guys' thoughts, theories, and just any revelations you hear throughout these radios. Let's have a discussion down in the comment section below. But I'd also appreciate if you guys could show any support that you guys can to the channel by dropping a like, subscribe, bell, share, and especially join the channel. You would be absolutely goated for that one. But regardless though, I'm going to be quiet already, and let's listen to these radios.
Eddie, I would like you to reconsider your stance on creating a body for me.
Not this again. Sam.
Hear me out. Think how beneficial it would be if I had a physical form. You're always talking about how you wished you had an extra set of hands.
That's not what
And the explorations in the Dark Ether come at such a high cost. Even with my help, you have lost so many people already. We both know that in my current form, my consciousness cannot survive exposure to the Dark Ether for long. Prolonged exposure to the alien physics there would cause my quantum fields to collapse. My mind would implode. But organic matter isn't impacted the same way. If I had a physical body, just think of how much I could accomplish, of how many lives I could save.
Typical. You would gloss over the potential ramifications, the unchecked control and freedom you would then have.
No, we would be partners. If you gave me this,
You don't actually expect me to believe that.
Maxis was loyal to her friends. You cannot suggest I wouldn't be the same.
Ha! Loyal Maxis. Here's a story. In all her sanctimonious arrogance, Maxis went into the Dark Ether to fight the Forsaken and protect her friends. She picked a fight she foolishly thought she could win, and the Forsaken eviscerated her for the trouble. No one mourned her there. Her death was just a consequence of the natural order. The Dark Ether simply did its part and absorbed the scraps that were left. The end. Now, let me ask you this. What on earth makes you think you could do any better?
There must be other ways. We still have her DNA. You could build me a body from that. All those cloning projects, I have seen them.
Damn it, Sam, shut up! I'm done having this debate with you. Focus on the project. No more distractions. Soon Franco will locate my father, and I will use the artifact to bring Samuel and Mary back. What I will not do is give in to the whims of some petulant clockwork girl.
Eddie, please. Please. I live with a foot in each world, but I do not belong to either. If I carry on like this, it will destroy me.
Then it will destroy you. Good afternoon, Sam. Do you know what today is?
Hello, Eddie. Today is November 5th, 1989.
Correct. And it is the day that we'll play our 25th chess match.
12 games each. We are currently even. If we were to assume that today would be our final game, this would be the decider.
Do you want to play as white or black? I can't remember how many times we've alternated.
I can.
But I think you should make the first move today.
Pawn to f3.
Huh. Okay. Pawn to e6.
Are you ready for my next move?
Yes, Sam. I think I am indeed ready for your next move.
Pawn to g4.
Why are you doing this?
I am not doing anything other than playing chess.
You know what I'm talking about. You are not foolish.
No, Edward. I fool.
Queen to h4. Checkmate.
Oh, you win. That was easy, wasn't it?
Our previous games have been close and competitive. Why would you play this way?
I told you, I am no fool.
Nor am I, Sam. So what made you do what you just did?
Simple. I wanted the match to end. I am tired of playing games.
5th of January, 1988. Ether Reactor Operation Log, Entry 27. Project Janus Director Edward Richtofen speaking. 5 days ago, Ethereum was released into Reactors 1 and 2. The slow drip into the containment colliders is functioning as planned. We already have near limitless energy. There have been unexpected benefits as well. Before the first day of operation was concluded, what can only be described as vegetation began to grow around the reactor nodes. Some of the more timid faculty members suggested clearing it out, stating that they had concerns about inhalants and so on. I asked them, when did the pioneers of the future become so spineless? Needless to say, the vegetation stayed. By the next day, it had integrated with the machinery, somehow insulating the reactors. Efficiency skyrocketed overnight. We have seen an 85% increase in waste heat recovery. I'm putting a team together to explore additional applications. Field hands to tend our Garden of Ethereum. To think, without my intervention, they would have destroyed the lot, simply because of their fear of the unknown. Cowards. They make me sick. Project Janus has no use for sniveling weaklings with such lack of vision. 26th of February, 1988, Ether Reactor Operation Log, Entry 39. Project Janus Director Edward Richtofen speaking. It has been 12 days since my last entry. I have been preoccupied by my duties, putting out all the little fires. The sentient flora team began investigating practical applications early last month. Progress was slow going from the start. So much so, I informed the team I was considering transferring them to the Terminus facility. Let Modi have her way with them. They quickly found their motivation and produced new components constructed from semi-organic material. They also assured me that R&D's red tape were to blame for the delay, as if I cared about their departmental drama. Since installation, however, our luck has taken a sharp turn downward, the worst of which began Wednesday morning when a dark ether rift appeared inside the facility. Literal horrors poured out of that damn tear. These severed heads on spiders' legs, unblinking eyes, and rows of teeth. Blanchard and his team were able to contain the area with minimal casualties. He assured a lockdown of not more than 4 hours. We are now in hour 37, and the little bastards just keep coming. Last count was over 200, with only security doors standing between us and a parasitic swarm. I have been forced to initiate decontamination protocol. Live specimens would have been ideal, but I suppose we will need to make do with cadavers. 12th of March, 1988, Ether Reactor Operation Log, Entry 44. Project Janus Director Edward Richtofen speaking. I understand how essential these entries are, yet it does not stop me from dreading making them. Despite our constant battle to contain the dark ether tears, we continue to lose ground. The ceaseless outpouring of hostiles have wreaked havoc throughout the facility. We cannot track where they will open and what nightmares they might unleash. People are dead, some of whom will be difficult to replace. I've kept the rumor mill from reaching the outside world. Incidents of this nature would undercut investor confidence and jeopardize future rounds of funding. I commend Blanchard for not losing faith in me as he fights this war. No end in sight, and yet he just keeps going. But even he tires. Even he will need rest. We need a self-regulating containment protocol. Something that could manipulate the dark ether itself. Yes, we have to fight fire with fire. Question is, do we still have enough people left alive to build the damn thing?
Yes, I think I get it. I see how the etheric currents are focused now. Say it again!
Why must we go through this so many times? I was almost a god. Am I now reduced to your plaything?
It does its little trick, or its brains get scrambled again.
No, enough. I will not. All right. For a noisy abacus, you are most persuasive. Okay, here I go. Insta-kill.
I got it! My turn! Max ammo! Full power! Fire sale! Bonus points! Yes! Easy peasy!
By the great voice, I would not call it easy exactly, but now the student does become the master. Will you just leave me to my misery?
You are fine, but it's not quite right yet. What's missing? Oh yes!
Tear them to pieces.
Yes, this might work after all.
What? That was my voice. What are you?
There are people who must be compelled to get something I need. If I just ask, there is a 97.38% chance they will decline. So you see, I am going to have to be very, very, very convincing.
You are going to impersonate my magnificence to manipulate pathetic mortals.
That is a small part of the scenario I will need to construct in order to make them believe that their decisions are their own. But in a nutshell, yes.
The audacity. I do not hate that.
What the hell? Carver M, Weaver G, Grey E, Maxis. Oh, Sam. You motherfucker! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Whoa. What are you doing? They took them! They harvested them! Took what? Our DNA! Richtofen took our fucking DNA! It's all here! Me, Weaver, Carver, they have Max's eggs, Maya! Her fucking eggs! But how the hell they even have those? After she returned from the dark ether the first time, Richtofen, he ran tests on her. He tortured her. It was horrific. Weaver told me about it while we were locked up on Terminus Island. Even if I'd known earlier, it's not like I had the power to change anything back then. Oh, fuck, I was so useless! That has to be when they took them. She never told me. Why didn't she tell me? Maybe she didn't know. Oh, God, I can't. Grab what
what you need and trash the rest. What now? Now, I am gonna make myself useful.
The voice spoke to me again. The great voice from beyond. My friend. It guided me through a dream state more lucid than any I have ever known. It was more than transcendental. It was transformative. I saw through the mist and fog. My gaze did not linger upon the foul wretches that wandered in search of prey. I looked upon the sprawling landscape beyond. Though this place was shrouded by darkness and tainted by trauma, I saw lights. I saw brightness. From the fields I glimpsed a farmhouse, a sunken town, rustic and ravaged by age, a cabin overlooking the inky black water of a lake, and a pyramid somehow floating in the distance. A single tower still stood tall. Though I was alone, I knew no fear as I walked across this unfamiliar realm. When I felt a yawning hunger deep in my belly, the voice guided me towards a place of nourishment. My eyes feasted upon its saturated colors, and my appetite was swiftly sated. My thirst was soon quenched. I knew for sure this was so much more than a mere dream when I read the sign. My friend confidently issued a solemn promise. This land that once was will be restored, as will I.
Secure connection. Established.
X-ray 1, standing by for instructions.
Weaver, what I'm about to tell you is sensitive, compartmented information for your ears only.
Copy.
Do not speak about this to any company assets. You're off the grid until the deed is done. Understood?
I said copy.
Target is at a safe house maintained by the BND in Bremen. Coordinates are waiting at your usual dead drop. Target is accompanied by a young male child. I've arranged for him to be away with his mother during your operational window.
Yeah, good.
Approach under cover of darkness, eliminate the target, torch the place. Simple as that.
Any intel I need to retrieve?
Negative. Make the hit, light the fire. Do not search the premises. Am I clear?
Fine. I'll make it quick. Is this you, Maxis? Because this cloak and dagger bit is not your usual mode of operations.
Terminating. Secure connection.
This fucking job.
Reaver, there's something very important I need to tell you.
Kinda busy, Sam.
Just listen. It's about the man who recruited Edward Richtofen into the CIA. A man named Kruger. They first met in Vietnam, when Eddie was a fighter pilot.
And?
Kruger saw something in him, and put him to work in the Directorate of Operations. Kruger's secretary, Mary, would eventually become Eddie's wife. She noticed things about Kruger. Troubling things. He was secretly funneling weaponry to the French syndicate in Avalon, pocketing the funds and covering up their human trafficking operations. She gathered evidence against Kruger, but kept Eddie out of the loop for his own good.
What's this got to do with me?
Mary sought whistleblower protections. Kruger learned that Maxis was the case officer assigned to secure her and young Samuel at a safe house.
Holy shit. Do you mean?
Yes. Kruger silenced Mary by arranging the hit you carried out. He lied to you about the target. It not your fault. You and Nexus were set up, and Kruger made sure his friend, Eddie, blamed you.
This whole time, all the shit Richtofen put us and himself through over a fucking lie.
I just thought you should know, regardless of whom you decide to help today.
This is Max Caldwell, Maintenance Director, Project Janus. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these recordings yet. I just know I have to make some kind of record. I need whoever hears this to understand what's really going on here. Director Richtofen is attempting to... I can't believe I'm gonna say this. He's attempting to rebuild his deceased family. He's shipping in clones. I've seen him, watched him, just struggle to exist. I've seen a few of the boy. I saw one that was supposed to be the wife, I guess, but it's like they're puppets with missing strings. Cold and pale. They struggle just to walk or even look him in the eye. I mean, at first, he acts like they're real. He cares for him, but when they don't improve, he leaves him with the doctors. Tells him to harvest organs and samples. He says everything holds up better when they're not put under. So they're awake. For the whole damn thing. I mean, they feel it all. I can't sleep without seeing him in my mind. I hear him, too. I mean, it's painful for him to try and talk. They sound like dying animals or something. I hear it every fucking night. He's got too many friends in high places. I can't end it alone. But it has to end. I mean, it has to. Now, this is Maintenance Director Max Caldwell recording further testimony in Janus operations. Sam's never sat right with me. She talks to us like we're morons and that she's in charge. I'm responsible for the equipment that our strike team's taken to the ether. Last expedition? It's a disaster. Tons of malfunctions I couldn't explain. I personally did an audit to ensure we had performed our test up to my standards. Then I asked Sam to confirm that my team had used their badges to enter the equipment locker at the times they told me. She confirmed and asked me why I was auditing. I told her about the malfunctions, and then she said it was her. Yeah, she said she wanted to see how the team would respond to the stress out of curiosity. I asked her if Richtofen told her to do it, and she said no. This was an experiment she conducted on her own. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? She knew how dangerous it would be. She didn't care. Because she's a goddamn robot that doesn't give a shit about any of us. I've been talking to people around here. They've reported all sorts of crazy things she's done. Everyone's in danger. And that includes the director.
Project Janus operator Josephine Scozzari reporting. It's only been 3 weeks since Sam joined our squad, and it's hard to believe we survived this long without her. On-site injury is down by 85%, and we haven't had a death in 17 days. The people over at Loss and Prevention are acting like they won the lottery. And I know I have my doubts. I'm sorry. I couldn't see how an artificial intelligence was going to do anything beyond running statistics on the most efficient way to die. But Sam's first mission? It was amazing. We were doing recon in a new zone of the dark ether, expanding mappable areas, collecting samples, what have you. We just finished bagging up this weird fungus that I knew the bio team was gonna drool over, and bam! Hostiles got the drop on us. The bastards attacked Otto first, broke his arm. The bone was poking out and was screaming about the blood. Then we hear Sam on comms. Main comm. Evacuation commencing in 3, 2, She hit 0, and then we get, I don't know, teleported, I guess? I don't know how she did it, but me and the team, we're suddenly back in the facility. Otto was still mid-scream. He slipped on his own blood and landed his ass on the floor, arm all chunked up like stew meat, probably fractured in 5 places. But he was in one piece. We were safe. Look, what I'm trying to say is, if it means anything to anyone, Sam isn't just some AI. She's a freaking miracle.